Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got a bunch of stuff to go over in today's video, including a new Humble Monthly that is quite good. I would say that this is one of the better Humble Monthlies as far as early unlocks go in quite a while. You got 3 games right away, and they're all pretty distinct experiences, with one of them being a very recent release, so surprised to see that. Also, we've got a very interesting survey coming over from the guys at Atlas, and they're once again teasing Persona on PC. It seems like they're finally opening their doors and open to the idea of Persona being on PC. Back in the day, Atlas would always be like point blank, no, Persona isn't coming to PC. But now, of course, with the release of Catherine, with Sega being at the helm, Persona on PC just seems like something that will eventually happen. Cyberpunk 2077 is a game that I doubt we're going to see released this year. However, we do know that there's going to be more content revealed for the game at E3. That was confirmed by the Cyberpunk Twitter account. And if for some reason you didn't sign up for Xbox Game Pass for $2 while it was available to celebrate Crackdown 3's release, well, now it's available for just $1, so I do want to give you guys the heads up on that. It's a little bit laughable how often Game Pass is available for $1, but me as a former subscriber, it's available again for $1. And that's kind of crazy given all the content that you get with Game Pass. I'll give that a mention as well. First up, I do want to go over the new Humble Monthly, and I do think it's quite good. Some of the recent Humble Monthlies have been a little bit hit or miss. I mean, if you just look at it from a sheer value standpoint, they're always really, really good. There's no way you're gonna get a better deal on all of these games if you're gonna buy them separately. But Humble Monthly has had a crazy track record in the past. I mean, we've had months with like Dark Souls 3 and the DLC for that, so there's a high bar to live up to, but I think they do a pretty good job this month. And specifically, you get 3 games, so let's go over all of them. Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden is probably the most surprising. This game just came out back in December of 2018. Kinda goes to show why you shouldn't be buying games on day one. It released for $35. 3 months later, not even 3 months in fact, you can get it for $12 and you can get a bunch of other high quality games on top of that. If you guys don't know what the game is, it's a tactical adventure game combining the turn-based combat of XCOM with story, exploration, stealth, and strategy. You take control of a team of mutants navigating a post-human Earth created by a team including former Hitman leads and the designer of Payday. The game's got 2,000 reviews on Steam. It's 81% positive, so that's pretty good. GameSpot gave the game a 9 out of 10. PC Gamer gave it an 81. And Game Reactor gave it an 8 out of 10 as well. Metacritic has it pegged at a 78, so pretty good reception to it. And XCOM-like tactical games, that's something I'll be all over. One thing to note into why this game might be a part of Humble Monthly so quickly, you do have to remember that this game has been a part of Game Pass on the Xbox One. It's not been a part of the PC Game Pass offerings. So it's not like the developers and publishers of this game is all too concerned of constantly selling the game at full price. So just wanted to note that as well, but one of the great offerings as a monthly subscriber this month. Also, we've got Northgard. Now, I didn't think too much of the game, but once this monthly came out and I told some of my friends Northgard's in the monthly, they got really excited. You guys know me, I'm not really into these 4X strategy city builder type games, but this game released back in March of 2018, so a relatively recent release. 12,000 reviews have it pegged at 84% positive. It's a strategy game based on Norse mythology in which you control a clan of Vikings vying for the control of a mysterious newfound continent. The game's got an 80 on Metacritic, so pretty solid reception there. Looking at the system requirements, it's very, very easy to run, and you build your settlement on the newly discovered continent of Northgard. Assign your Vikings to various jobs, manage your resources carefully, expand and discover new territory, achieve different victory conditions, play against your friends or against AI, and enjoy dedicated servers and grind the ranks to reach the final Norse god rank. The game goes for $29.99 on Steam. I'm sure it's been on sale for significantly cheaper than that, but a pretty solid offering based on the reception that I've heard. And lastly, we do have a pretty underrated game in my opinion, and that is Absolver. Of course, the one game that I say is underrated is the game that has mixed reception on Steam based on its reviews. It's a fighting martial arts title in Absolver. It's got 7,846 reviews on Steam, 67% positive. This is a game that has gotten better over time. They released an expansion in Downfall. It was free. And it's a very interesting game. You use these cards and you have this interesting martial arts gameplay to go with it as well. The Metacritic reception is actually quite more positive than the Steam reception. It's 75 on Metacritic. Visually, it's quite a good looking game, and I could understand why you would be disappointed at, say, paying a full $30 price point, or God forbid, $40 for the deluxe edition. But now as an add-on to Humble Monthly, I think this month is highlighted by Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden and Northgard for those of you that are into strategy games. Absolver rounding up the lineup, and of course, more games are coming on the first Friday of April. Would have to say that these are pretty solid early unlocks. I mean, essentially, you're paying $4 a pop for a game if you completely disregard the mystery games that are to be unlocked on the first Friday of April. Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden is $35, Northgard is $30, Absolver Downfall is $30 as well, even if those games were all 75% 75% off. You're still saving a considerable amount of money, and Road to Eden has not been 75% off, and I don't believe Northgard has either. Absolver may have been, but you get the idea. The value is pretty insane on monthly this month. So check that out. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. Of course, I do get a little bit of a back end as I am partnered with Humble. But I mean, you can't deny the value, and of course, you get Steam keys for all the titles. Moving on from that, Atlus has put out a very interesting survey asking if you want Persona 6 on PlayStation 4, Switch, PC, or mobile. Now, of course, them defining PC as a platform is very interesting. Atlus and PC seem to have been getting along a little bit better ever since the acquisition by Sega. Sega was one of those publishers that have really been at the forefront of making waves on PC with the release of Yakuza, Bayonetta, Vanquish. They've put out some great games on PC, and since Atlus was acquired by Sega, that was a great sign for the future of Atlus and PC gaming. For a long time, we would never get Atlus games on PC, and I mean, at this point, we've only gotten one, and that's Catherine. But Catherine has seemingly been received pretty well, even though the port wasn't perfect, even though it wasn't the full body edition that everybody wanted. Still, seeing Catherine on PC was very, very nice, and what we really want is Persona 5 on PC. They specifically know Persona 6 in the survey. They also do know Persona Action RPG, a Persona board game, a Persona Action Adventure title, a Persona 5 fighting game, but they do also specifically know Persona 6. I think if Persona 5 was released on PC, if it was a great port, and it was released at $39.99 or even $49.99, this is a game that you can get away pricing a little bit higher just because the quality of Persona 5 is well known by gamers. Let me actually know in the comments, what would be the max price you would pay on Persona 5? Sometimes I'm a little bit off about this. I said that I would pay $59.99 for Red Dead Redemption, and all of you guys crapped on me, and kind of deservedly so. I think $60 for Red Dead Redemption would be a little bit crazy, but for Persona 5, you're talking about a game that's north of 100 hours. Would you pay $40 for it, even though it's a couple years old? Would you pay even $50 for it? Let me know in the comments. But I think sooner rather than later, Persona will be coming to PC, and that's pretty evident by the survey they sent out. I know they also do know mobile. Atlus actually does have a couple mobile games released. I believe there's a Shin Megami Tensei game on mobile. So yeah, they've been in the mobile game for quite a while, and they dropped PlayStation Vita and 3DS, so that's pretty interesting as well. Of course, PS Vita saw the release of Persona 4 Gold, and 3DS has had some Atlus titles released on there as well. So just something of note there. Also, I don't think Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be released this year. That's so unfortunate because I think for the majority of my audience, and myself included, it's my most anticipated game across every game that's literally to be released. Whether you look at PlayStation 4 exclusives, Microsoft's lineup, or every other third-party game, Cyberpunk 2077 is the game that stands out to me because you guys know I love CD Projekt Red. The Witcher 3 was a game that for a long time I couldn't stop talking about based on its high quality, and Cyberpunk 2077 is looking to raise the bar. And if I had faith in any studio to surpass the masterclass that is Witcher 3, it is CD Projekt Red. They did The Witcher 3, and we know they're super committed to Cyberpunk 2077. The gameplay we've seen thus far has looked incredible, and now we know that the game will be present at E3 this year. Are we gonna get a release date? Could this see a surprise release in 2019? Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be getting that, but God, my fingers are crossed. If this game comes out before the end of the year, that would be absolutely sick, but since that lengthy gameplay demo, we haven't seen much of the game, so I'm excited to see more, and that'll be coming at E3. Lastly, I do want to let you guys know that you can sign up for a month of Game Pass right now for $1. Yes, for just $1, you can get a month of Game Pass. This is why I say you should not be paying $10 a month for Game Pass. The offerings are slim on PC, but even with the offerings, I would say it's worth $10. Unfortunately, Microsoft themselves have inherently lowered the value of Game Pass to the point where now you shouldn't be paying more than $1 or $2 because it is available all the time. You can sign up for Game Pass for $1, but right now with Crackdown 3 just being released, with Forza Horizon 4 being on there, just for those two games to be able to play them for $1, that's great. Do you remember back in the day when we went to Blockbuster and we would rent a game for $8 and we would only get to rent it for a week? That is so mind-boggling to me how things have changed for the best for the consumer. Back when we were paying $8 to rent a game for a week, games were priced lower then too. Now we're getting $60 games and we can pretty much rent them for a month for $1. That is pretty insane, and Game Pass has a bunch of other games. I mean, you get Crackdown 3, Forza Horizon 4, Gears 4. I've been through it a couple times, but so crazy to see how the climate's changed. I mean, there's a reason why Blockbuster went out of business, but that's a throwback to you, and now I'm dating myself a little bit because I know what the hell Blockbuster is. But yeah, Game Pass for $1 if you want to check out Crackdown 3. If you haven't checked out Forza Horizon 4, you gotta fix that. That game is so good, and you can check those out for just $1. That's gonna conclude this video, guys. I'll leave a link to the Humble Monthly for the month of April in the description box. Of course, you'll get 3 games right away, that being Northgard, Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden, and Absolver, and then the rest of the bundle will unlock on the first Friday of April, which is April 5th. Atlas seems to be teasing Persona on PC. I think it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. Cyberpunk 2077 will be present at E3. If you don't have Game Pass, for just $1, you can check out some of the great games available. Crackdown 3, Forza Horizon 4, a bunch of other titles as well. That's gonna conclude this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, let me know in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.